Hi, I'm Bart, and welcome to an episode of the Bicycle Rider YouTube channel. On this channel, sometimes we do reviews, and when we do a review, it's on a product that we believe in because we've bought, we've ridden it, it's worked well, and it must be a good value. Because we believe cycling is fun and shouldn't be for those with just deep pockets. Of course, there's nothing wrong with having deep pockets, but sometimes it's nice when you can buy a product that maybe is a little less money that works just as good as some of the products that cost twice as much. And it's so easy to get hooked into, you know, the $1,000 wheel set, because frankly, there's a lot of really nice wheel sets out there and they're around $1,000 or more. And I'm not saying they're not worth it. I personally have spent more than that on a wheel set, and I've been very happy with the results. But what we're talking about today is the Crank Brothers Zinc 700C wheel set, and this is a wheel set that we're primarily going to use for gravel. And I'm going to go into some of the benefits of the wheel set in a future video, but today I just wanted to do a quick unboxing to let you know what this thing looks like when it comes out of the box. And first of all, I'd like to say we took the liberty of taking it out of the box to shorten the video length a little bit. But the box that the Crank Brothers wheel set comes in is a very sturdy, nice cardboard box with a handle. It is packed extremely well. There's a center cardboard divider, there's bubble wrap. These rims are designed to probably get thrown around in the back of the delivery truck and come to you unscathed, and that's exactly what these rims did. After we took it out of the box, I've done a really thorough inspection of these rims to see if maybe that in shipping they got banged around a little bit, and these rims have been placed into my hands in perfect condition. As I'm looking at the rim, there's no scratches, there's no marks, there's no dings, there's been no pressure put on the rim, everything's nice and straight. So I would guarantee that, well, I'd like to guarantee that if you ordered a set of these rims in the mail and they came to you, that when you got them, they'd be in perfect condition, just like, we did, because you could tell there was a lot of care put into the packing of these rims. And that is important, because I've ordered some rims off the internet before, and when they arrived, they probably weren't in the same shape that they were originally placed into the box, and it's a shame that you put a lot of time into making something quality, and in shipping it gets dinged up. So that's why I took a few minutes to just really iterate how well these were packed. Let me tell you what comes in the box. And Crank Brothers has been very generous in adding quite a few accessories in the stock box that a lot of manufacturers would probably make you buy after the fact. And Crank Brothers really has done a good job of giving you what you need for different applications, and that's important, because sometimes when you buy a high quality aftermarket rim set like this, you really have expectations of this rim lasting more than just one bike, and a rim like this really can do that. And that's why Crank Brothers has made this rim very configurable, so you could use it for different bikes. First, let me just tell you that it does work with a standard quick release, and a lot of modern rims aren't doing that anymore. And you can configure it by pulling the end caps off of this rim and installing different end caps. This is an end cap setup for a quick release rim, and that is included in the box, not the skewer itself, but the end caps. So we're going to be mounting this rim up to a really cool bike. It's a four corners gravel bike, and it came with a quick release. So the person's bike who owns this bike is not going to have to upgrade a fork or something just because he doesn't have a through axle. And quick release has been a standard for years, but you're starting to see fewer and fewer of that. Crank Brothers is nice to give you what you need for that. They also give you the end caps for a 15 millimeter front skewer, which is a pretty standard skewer, or I should really call that a through axle. On the rear, they give you the end caps for the 12 millimeter axle, and that is all, like I said, included. Sometimes when you get something like this, you're really excited to go ahead and get it mounted up and get it on your bike. And as you know, most people are probably going tubeless. So, you know, if you didn't happen to have spare valve stems laying around, Crank Brothers includes tubeless valve stems. So, you know, as soon as you got this rim out of the box, if you had a set of tires, you can get this thing mounted up and be rolling. And you notice I didn't say set of tires and sealant. It's always a good idea to use some sealant, but you know, one of the advantages of Crank Brothers rims is that there's no spoke holes, so there's also no rim tape needed, and you can put a set of tires on here and blow them up with air and they will hold air. I've done that myself several times. I personally add a little bit of sealant, just in case you puncture a tire or something. But if you really did want to run this rim without sealant, you could do it. I'll go into that more detail about that later. This is really about unboxing, and one of the things that you do get on a set of Crank Brothers wheels that you don't get with a lot of other manufacturers is a data sheet. And this is important because this data sheet is really the lifeblood of this rim. It also tells you, you know, who built this rim, who inspected this rim, like a manager inspected it after someone built it. It really gives you a lot of detailed information on the tension of the spokes, and that is nice because these rims are built to such high quality or high tolerances that, you know, they have a specific tension in mind to keep this rim alive for years to come and perform the way it was intended to perform. And if you don't have this data sheet, you could just be guessing of the spoke tension that you want to apply to this rim. And I would say that the manufacturer has really done a good job of testing and R&D, and with the data sheet you can put this rim right back to original specs. A data sheet's important, one, because it lets you know it's a hand-built quality rim, and that's what you're getting when you buy a set of these, you know, Crank Brothers Zinc 700C wheels. So the data sheet comes with it. It's a data sheet not for, you know, one data sheet for both rims, but you get a data sheet for each rim. So each rim has its own lifeblood into that data sheet. Another thing that happens, and you know, a lot of us don't read instructions, and by the time we do pick up instructions, it's probably because we're frustrated we can't figure something out. Well, a lot of instructions that you get are so hard to read that it just frustrates you more. Crank Brothers has really done an excellent job of putting some instructions that even I don't mind reading, and a lot of times I wouldn't even have to read the words because the illustrations are so good on these instructions that it's easy to follow. I mean, right here I can see if you wanted to change to an XD driver, you know, this is very capable of that change. So you could run Shimano cassettes, SRAM cassettes, and XD drivers. So I mean, this is really a great, hats off to Crank Brothers for instruction set that is so easy to read. And you know, if you did go into opening this up already out of frustration, I think you'd be pretty confident that after seeing this you can get things together. It even tells you what size wrenches to use, and it's very easy to read. One big advantage of Crank Brothers wheels is this priority spoke system that they use, and it's a unique spoke to the Crank Brothers wheels that is easily changed if you had a problem without having to dismount the tire. It's all external, so that is a big advantage. If you end up having to break a spoke or something, that is, you know, you have the same spoke for each side wheel. You don't have different lengths for the drive side and different lengths for the non-drive side. It's one size fits all. So if you had to put something in your camelback or your emergency bag, it's one spoke. It's a twin pair spoke, and it's externally changed. It's a stout spoke. I've never had a problem with Crank Brothers spokes. I have practiced changing them, but I've never actually had to do it on a trail. But if I did have to, I'm pretty confident it'd take me about 10 minutes and I wouldn't have to unseat my tire. I'm going to go into more advantages of the twin pair spoke, and it's very interesting. But on this video, it's basically just telling you what comes in this box and how the box comes packaged. So I'm going to kind of cut this video short for now, because now you know what comes in the box, the condition that you should receive these rims in, and some of the accessories that are in this box, in this package that Crank Brothers has provided, that you don't get with a lot of other manufacturers. So thank you, Crank Brothers, for giving us what we need. The next video will go into more detail about the advantages of the spoke, so stick around. Thank you.